Good morning, beautiful family. Welcome back to another video. Okay. Remy. Good morning. How are you? Happy 4th of July weekend. Okay. First cup of coffee of the day. If I look like yesterday's old news, it's because I am. And I feel like it. Yesterday, we had I think I told you guys this probably in the last video, but we had a family gathering, family, all my kids came over. All my kids, best friend, grandkids, all their significant others, and we had a ball. Y'all think I'm the host that do the most? Okay. Is this thing dirty or what is happening? Hold up. I don't know what just happened, but anyway, my kids came over. My mom, she was actually not hosting. She was helping one of her elderly lady friends prepare for her 4th of July get together. So my mom couldn't come because she was already pre-committed to helping that lady. If I sound like your dad, it's because I literally just woke up, brushed my teeth, came downstairs, let Remy out, dog food, water, and then made my coffee, and here I am with you. While I'm filming this video, today is Sunday. So I just thought I would come on and just, chit chat a little bit, tell you guys hey, tell you guys I love you. No makeup, just woke up. Ron is still asleep, and his rules to me last night were this: I'm on vacation, Sharon. Don't wake me up. Don't bother me. Let me sleep until I wake up on my own. Don't have no work for me to do when I do wake up. Okay? This bookshelf is his work, and he already knows it. So I'm going to let him sleep and just rest, and I know he's tired. So I just left him right up there in that bed, sleep, and I came down here. And my head is itching because it's time to get redone, y'all. But anyway, I don't have the fleas. Just so y'all know. Can I sit you here? Will you be able to sit here? This little tripod thing, child, it is a whole situation. There are pillows in the way there, and it's leaning, and it's just whatever. It's whatever. Yeah, so anywho, oh my God, this is the worst. Girl, this thing worse than the one to be at the house. I feel like I'm falling over. How about that? What about this? This is better. No, worst angle ever. I don't want to hold it because I just don't. Anyway, so we had a good time entertaining. We had so much food, drinks galore. We danced. It just was a whole thing. And we all just really enjoyed ourselves. Like, it was just a beautiful, beautiful thing. I mean, so beautiful. Grandkids had toys outside playing, and that was the most heartfelt thing for Ron, was to see all my grandkids outside in the yard playing with their toys and just living life like You know, like life is everything, and it is. But you know, kids just are so free spirited. They just have no worries. They don't have no bills. They ain't got no bookshelves to build. They ain't got no car payments. They just live. And so that was, to him, was just like everything, to just watch them out there play. We were on the patio outside, and Ron cooked on the grill. I'm gonna tell you what we had. We had Ron. Okay, Ron says no cookout is a cookout. Now I've never heard this before. He said no cookout, barbecue, whatever you want to call it, is a barbecue or a cookout unless you have spaghetti. So Ron prepared spaghetti. He prepared macaroni and cheese, which was to die for. My oldest daughter brought pasta salad. Minx brought banana pudding that would make me smack my mama. Of course, run for my life afterwards. So good. And then but you know your kids. So they know I love banana pudding, right? So they were all sitting around waiting, like, Mom, taste the banana pudding. What you think? And she had it in a container, like she made it, you know? So I tasted banana pudding, and immediately it just took me to banana pudding heaven. And I said, first of all, whoever made it stuck their whole foot, arm, leg in it, okay? I said, make sure you didn't make this banana pudding. I know you, sis. You did not make this banana pudding. Who made it? Come to find out, my little cousin Jazz made the banana pudding. Oh my God, I love a good banana pudding. So Jazz made the banana pudding. So we had the pasta salad, banana pudding, macaroni and cheese, spaghetti, hamburgers, hot dogs, watermelon that didn't even get cut. We had chicken leg quarters that Carlos, Red's boyfriend, grill master, he cooked that chicken on that grill like ain't nobody's business. He also made a mean baked beans. I love baked beans. Baked beans. What else did we have? Oh my God, what else? We had, I think that was like the main course stuff, I think. Ron had steak, as you know, he's a steak guy. Steak. And then that was like the actual grilled pineapples on the grill. So freaking good. We had the best time. I might have just a clip, because we had the music blasted. So I might have a little clip I can insert for you guys to just. Just kind of show everybody chilling around or whatever. And it was just beautiful just to have, family come over. And then, like I said, the only one that has ever seen the house was Red. She was the only one. And she saw the house when, this was on Mother's Day, when we had just started painting. And it really just getting started with the whole painting process, right? And the other girls hadn't seen the house. So when they came in, they was like, Mom, got to take us on a tour, blah, 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 all that jazz. So I took them on a tour. But when King pulled up and they were, coming here, King said to her, Mommy, Mama got a mansion? This Mama's mansion? So when he came in, he ran right to me. He was like, Mama, you have a mansion. I love your mansion. So I took them around and showed them, you know, the house or whatever, and, you know, all the progress, and yada, yada, yada. And they were absolutely in love. Because in person, I'm telling y'all, it looks totally different than what I give you guys on camera. Because, you know, it's camera. So he was in awe. Remy, we didn't have to put Remy up because Remy is a people person. He loved, when I tell you, let me tell y'all something. His stomach doesn't hurt anymore right now. It's been, 2 days now. He's been back regular. We think he may have eaten something that just didn't agree with him. And so he just had the bubble guts. But anyway, didn't have to put the dog, never have to put Remy up unless people are just definitely terrified of dogs. But when I tell you Remy had the time of his life, he let them kids rub on him. He played ball with them. I had sent Minx them to the Dollar Tree because I didn't have toys here. I'm like, oh my God, I'm the worst grandma in the world. So they went to the Dollar Tree, got a bunch of little stuff, you know, that they can play with out in the yard. And they had like some little balls. They threw the ball. Remy would go run, get the ball, Ray in the backyard. He'd bring the ball back, drop it, want him to do it again. I mean, he wore himself out. Even when he didn't come in the house until the party was over. Remy said, I love the kids. This is something new for me. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to live my best life. That man ran. He played. He came up. Just a chilled dog. Just so chilled and people friendly and calm. He don't bark unless there's a threat or he about to try to protect somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like with us or whatever. But in the house. But he doesn't, he's not a barking dog. Oh, it was magical for me. It was magical for Ron. Family is everything. Family is everything. Do you hear me? It's everything. I love family. I love family gatherings. I love coming together as a family. Life is so short. And side note, oh my God, no, Sharon, don't do that. Hold up, wait a minute, wait. So yesterday when best friend came, right, we were all out on the patio just dancing and just, you know, Ron always trying to get me to do the step. So we just danced. I didn't even see her when she had came in. And then when I recognized her, I was like, oh, best friend. So we hugged or whatever. And the embrace from her was so intense. And she said, I've had the worst day ever. And then she started crying. Everybody was outside. She started crying and I felt like, oh my God. I said, come on, best friend, let's go. So we came in the house and it just goes to show you again how short and life precious is. One of, and I knew the lady from like, you know, way back and just us kind of hanging together, whatever, but it's actually one of her sisters, really close friends, the lady is, and she was so upset. My best friend was so upset, and I was like, well, let's talk, like, what's going on, you know? I didn't know, you know? I was like, what's going on, best friend? She was just crying. I was just holding her, because I didn't know, just letting her just, you know, kind of get it out or whatever, and she told me, she said, you know, said the lady's name or whatever, which then it clicked who she was. And she said that her 20-year-old daughter was celebrating her birthday, I think Friday. Went out with 4 of her friends and had a car wreck. And she died. The 20-year-old whose birthday it was. She died. I think the driver is in critical condition, fighting for her life, and I don't think the other 2 were, you know, badly injured. I don't think. Anywho, of course, naturally, any mom, whatever, you know, is tore to pieces. Absolutely devastated. And this young lady's stuff, her birthday stuff, and my girls all knew of her from Facebook, just, you know, like following each other, whatever. And so they knew her. beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And it just made me, in that moment, and best friend, she, she kind of got a little bit, okay, I made her a drink, and, she just kind of settled into the party to just kind of get her mind off of it or whatever, but, and I couldn't think nothing but about that mother and her husband, and I just went outside, and when I tell y'all, I loved on my girls and my grandkids like never before, because that is one of my biggest fears, is putting one of my children in the ground before me. I just don't even want to be a part of that life. I woke up this morning and I was thinking about the mother. As I remember her from like events and stuff, best friend, and her sister had, some years ago or whatever. I remember her. Heartbreaking, just so heartbreaking. And that's why, excuse me, that's why I always be trying to, when I come on and when I acting silly or, building and whatever, prior to this, I've always came on and told you guys to live your best life, right? Like it's no tomorrow. Like, the very next second ain't promised to us. And all the things that don't matter in life, they don't matter in life. What really matters to me is creating memories and loving on the people that you love and letting go of beef and mending situations that can be mended, and just loving on them so tightly, so that you'll have that. It doesn't soften the blow, but at least you can have that lasting memory of whomever. I'm speaking kids right now because that's just what it was, a 20-year-old young, beautiful life is gone, and her mother has no clue how her life is going to continue. I can't even imagine that. So, saying all this to say, family, just watching this video, if you are going through something with a family member, your children, let's talk kids. We ain't gonna talk about family too, but kids, because kids, parents, they have disagreements, they fall out, they don't talk, they don't have relationships, and it's for various reasons, and I get it, I totally get it. But if it's just a situation where you just a mama bear and you got a child, son, daughter, whatever, and they just hard-headed, they don't want to listen, and y'all bumping heads or whatever the case is, at the end of the day, when you think about it, does it really even matter? Depending on what it is, of course, because some things are, but just the regular, you and your child got, that's why I try to stay so connected and so present for my girls, my grandkids, because I don't want if God forbid, I don't want my last memory of something like that happening and we weren't in a good place. You know what I mean? Yeah, I bring y'all home decor. I've been bringing y'all these house to home series. Prior to this, other home decor stuff, penthouse stuff, house stuff, other apartment stuff. Yeah, it's cool, it's great, it's entertaining. Yeah, you should love where you live, blah, 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 all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's just stuff. It's just stuff. It's so replaceable, right? But family, children are not. Like, they're just not. And so, of course, I woke up, I was a little heavy-hearted this morning, just the thinking of that pain that poor mama is going through. It's all over Facebook if you are a Facebook person. And it was a news article on it as well, too, right? It's just a very sad, a very unfortunate situation. And I know a lot of you guys on here have lost children. You've emailed me your stories. You've emailed me saying that I, however, helped you through just by watching the videos of whatever, helped you guys through certain dark moments in your life with the loss of people, and especially, last year, the pandemic, and, people passing away and stuff like that. You guys stay connected, email me. I try my best to respond to all those emails. Even the lady who emailed me about her son, this was, I think, is it last year, or was it the year before? I feel like it was last year, though. I think last year. She emailed me letting me know. I think I shared this with y'all, but I'm just Sunday morning rambling right now. But she had emailed me because her son had went. He was inspired by me being a truck driver. He went and got his CDLs, and he's living his best life as a truck driver. And then I get an email from his mother informing me that he was only like 24, 25. He's a young guy as well. Informing me that he had rolled his truck and had passed away. And she wanted me to know that he was one of my biggest fans because he loved the idea of this woman driving a truck, and now she's encouraged me, and now I'm driving a truck. And there's really no words you can say to anybody, child, husband, wife, whatever, but we're talking about kids right now. When they pass away, there's just no words to say to comfort them, right? But I responded to her email, and those are the emails that I try to respond to when someone is sharing their story with me and telling me that I helped them through it. I don't know how, but hey, I'll take it. If my videos can bring you some sort of comfort, solace, whatever the case is, in whatever time or place you are in your life, then Sharon is doing her job, right? So it's so much bigger to me than home decor and stuff and all that stuff. Yeah, that's great. It's beautiful. Great entertainment, whatever. But my point to you guys is this, and I know I've shared this many a times because I've brought you many of different scenarios and situations of somebody passing away or whatever. You guys watch me grieve David, right? The loss of David. And I still do. I still miss him so much. And David wasn't my child. He was just a brother friend. Just a brother friend. And so I know on a whole other level, a child, your seed, your baby, no matter how old they are, I know that is devastating at its I just don't want no parts. I don't even know how I got off on that, but I feel like I needed to share. And I even had them, like yesterday, I told everybody silence. Cut the music off for a second. Best friend is going through with her sister and her sister's friend. I said we're going to have a moment of silence for the loss of this beautiful young lady whose life was just beginning. And that's exactly what we done. Turn the music off, and we just all had a moment of silence for her. So very sad. The smallest things make you think about what's important. What's important in your life, family, that you're watching right now? What's important to you? Is it a pillow? Is it a lamp? Is it a, because that's the content I tend to bring to you guys, whatever. And then I get, side note, and then I get these comments ridiculous, some of the most ridiculous comments, okay, which comes with the territory of YouTube, right? I don't like this, I don't like that, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't do that, like, all that jazz. That comes with YouTube, right? I'm totally fine with that. Skin's tough enough to handle it, and I move on from it. But does it really matter? Does it really matter when you think about it? Does it really friggin' matter where I place a couch or where I do this or that? What really matters here on this YouTube channel to me, in addition to entertaining you guys with that, because that is how you met me, that's what you love, okay, great, no problem. But when you're typing your comments, you negative Nancy's, I'm talking to y'all. Negative Nancy's, those who speculate, make up a whole story that don't even exist. When you're done typing it, right? Typing, or whatever, however you're sending the message. Once you hit the send button, how does it make you feel? I'm curious. How does it make you feel when you send the message? Even if that's, how you feel, that's, okay. How do you feel when you hit the send button, right? And I'm saying that to say, while you're watching YouTube, me, other people, whatever, and you comment negatively, God doggone, my brain is stuck. Negatively, right? Or you're just voicing your own opinion. Hey, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do this. Or if it was me, I would. Okay. I'm just curious as to how you feel after you send the message, because on the flip side of that, what really matters? I'm not talking about the home decor now. I'm saying after you send the message, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't do that, this be this, whatever. At the end of your day, when you're done with YouTube and you're carrying on in your own home or whatever the case is, what really matters to you? Is it the video you just watched of Sharon building a bookcase, or the placement of Sharon's couch, or Ron, or whatever the case is? What matters to you? When you're done watching YouTube for entertainment, do you leave off YouTube and you go, if you have children or your husband or your wife or whatever, do you go and just embrace them and tell them how much you love them and appreciate them? Do you call people that you maybe hadn't talked to in a while and say, you know what, hey, I was just thinking about you. I just wanted to see how you were. Are we still connected as humans to each other in that way? I'm ranting off, but it's for a cause, because I feel like I need to, because my heart is so heavy and full, because I can't, it's one of them things you just can't wrap your head around. And for all of those of you that are watching that have lost a child, my heart and soul goes out to you, because I assure you, I never want to be a part of that club of a grieving mother for a child, grandkids. I just can't even imagine. Don't want to imagine. But anyway, I said that to say, so many things in our lives are so mediocre that we make into huge situations. I don't like that couch, Sharon. I don't like this, Sharon. I don't like that. I don't like, and probably you do it on other people's channels too. I'm sure, whatever the case is. But when you turn YouTube off and you live your regular life, right, after having leaving a crazy ass comment, I'm just curious as to how do you feel and what do you do in your daily life after you're entertaining here on YouTube? Do you take that time to go love on somebody in your space? You go kiss them. Tell them how much you love them. Hold them tight. Tell them how much you appreciate them, how proud you are of them. That's the stuff that matters. That's what matters. At the end of the day, that's what matters. Staying connected. The pandemic last year, 2020, a lot of you were pissed off at me because, I didn't want to wear a mask. I just didn't want to conform to all the news and all this that they were feeding us. Were people dying from COVID per the news? Yeah. Did some of you people that watch me lose family members to COVID? I'm sure you did. Per the media saying that it was COVID, right? And I kind of went back and forth even then too about whatever, right? And so you guys felt some type of way. Okay, I caught a lot of hell about that. Being out, just kind of living my life regularly, right? Just regularly. And the most, I ain't gonna say funny thing, but the most thing that stood out to me the most was a lot of the backlash, if you will, that I got from not wearing a mask. And even when our mask situation was lifted here this year, and COVID last year just separated us, really. To me, that's what it was. It was a way to silence us with the mask. It was a fear that was placed in a lot of people. You can't go see this person. You can't go see that person. You might have it. You don't know you have it. It's asymptomatic. You go see this person. They may catch it. They'll die. Blah, 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 all that stuff or whatever, right? Last year during the pandemic, I continued to live like I did before pandemic, right? I was not gonna not go see my mom. I was not gonna not go see. I just wasn't, right? And I've shared this with you guys before too. I think it moved so much differently than most people. But I caught most of my backlash from Christian people. The people who carry that title, I am a Christian, proud Christian. Yes, I get it. God said don't, be a fool, but use your mind wisely. I get all that too, or whatever. But on one hand, how you gonna have so much faith, right? And believe in God and his essence and his ability to give, take, protect, love, but be so fearful of whatever the media put out. Even if, again, and I'm not taking nothing from this, even if you had a family member that was in the hospital on a ventilator fighting for their life, right? You saw it. You lived it, And you prayed, I'm sure, whatever the case was. And again, my heart goes out to anybody that lost a family member to COVID last year, this year, whatever the case is. But you guys were so angry with me, because I made a decision that I'm not going to live in this fear. Yeah, I wore the mask because everybody wore a mask. Okay? So I put the mask on, wore the mask, whatever. As soon as I got in the car, took my mask off, done. Right? I followed the necessary precautions, but at the same time, I didn't stop living. And I wasn't going to allow all that was going on around me to have me live my life in so much fear, while I'm a person that says I have so much faith and I trust that my higher power has me covered, right? Caught a lot of slack for that. I don't know how I even got off on that rant. That's neither here nor there. Anyway, said all that to say. At the end of the day, here I am today. Same to you. Family to family. It is so important. If you take nothing from the House to Homes, which you guys love, previous videos, anything I put out, if you take nothing from Sharon's content, take this. The people who mean the most to you, especially your children, your grandkids. Love them like there is no tomorrow. Period. Your husbands, your wives, your siblings, them too. Them too. But we just happen to be talking about a situation with the loss of a child right now. But it all applies to those that you love in your family, your friends, whatever the case is. The short of the long of it is that none of this matters. None of it. At the end of the day, it's about creating bonds, memories, love and affection, touching, holding, kissing, grandkids, kids, sons, daughters, wives, husbands, whatever, your best friend, whatever. It's about showing up for them. Period. That's what I want you to take from this. I get a lot of emails, you guys, from people that let me know they have no family. I am their family. We are their family. When you're in the comments and they can interact with you, you never know who's who, right? They have no family, right? And so they tune into our channel and we become their family. They receive that love and care from me who's presenting you with the content, right? At the end of the day. That means more to me than anything. That someone feels like I'm all they have. Never having met me, nothing. They just like me, Sharon. Care what I put out, Sharon is who I love. Sharon is my sister, my cousin, aunt, whatever you want to call me. Sharon is it for me. I have no family. No family. Okay? I can't even imagine that. Right? That being said, beautiful family. I don't ever want y'all to ever think that when I bring you videos, I'm all over the place. It's well, whatever. Roll with me. I don't ever want y'all to think that when I put a video out and I'm showing you, my design, what I'm working on, blah, 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 that you automatically have to jump on Sharon's boat and say, yep, that's right. I love it. I'm rocking with her. If you do, you do. That's great. I love it. But if your opinion is that, no, I don't like that, or I don't, okay, that is also great too. Because everything ain't for everybody. That's why we're made up the way we are. It's so different and so special. And we all have certain things that we like and don't like, right? But I'm a little curious to know, just for my own self, because this is YouTube. This is what I do, okay? I'm just curious as to really what's going on in your life, like in your immediate life, when you do leave like off the wall comments or whatever on videos, and not just like well, Sharon, I like those pillows, but if it was in my house, I would have matched this. I don't know, just using this example. If I like this pillow, it's cool. But if it was in my house, I would have put it with a eggplant color pillow too. Right? I can take that. Like, I can take it all. Okay? But I'm saying, when you leaving comments, stuff like that, and as opposed to, that is hideous, That is ugly. It's absolutely ugly. I hate it. I would. Again, that is your opinion. You are entitled to that opinion. If that is how you feel, that's how you feel. I'm not going to try and change your mind about whatever it is you don't like. But that is not even the point I'm trying to make, because people going to leave negative comments. People are not going to like what you like. And I'm totally fine with that. Like, I could care less. Always, since I've been on YouTube, I could really care less. And I do address some certain things just because this is YouTube. If you can leave an opinion or a comment, I can respond to one equally the same, because you're watching one of me where there's many of you. But my question is that when you leave those comments, when you're typing, and you send it, and you're gone about your day, what did it do for you? I'm just curious. I just want to know, like, what did it do for you? Did it make you feel better? Did it, like, what did it do for your spirit? Did it add value to your spirit when you typed that? Are you a person that is just a very unhappy person and you just don't quite know where you're going with your life? So I'm hurting, feeling some type of way, so I'm gonna type this comment or say whatever I want to say, whatever. I just want to know, like, because I see you. It's one of me, it's many of y'all. And I care. I share to care. I share to inspire, encourage. I don't come on here as an interior decorator saying, hey, rule number 1, rule number 2, do this, don't go by that. That's not what this channel's ever been about. I share my process, how my brain thinks, whether you agree with it or not, which is fine. It's fine. At the end of the man bring this video to a close, because it's long and all over the damn place, but you needed to chit chat. I just want to know what you feel like when you walk away from the comment that you decide to leave. Like, what does it do for your inner? I'm curious to know that, because all that said and done, right? At the end of the day, what really matters is not nothing you see on YouTube or wherever you watch other social media outlets. It's what's going on in your real, everyday life. That's what matters. That's where your focus should be. Not the placement of a couch or I hate the bookshelf, or I hate this, or I hate that, or but in the video you're watching, right? When this is done, you turn off the device. What does your everyday look like, feel like? Are you fulfilled? Is your spirit right? Are you loving on the people that are in your real life, right? That's what I want to know, because I'm not here to try and please everybody. I never will be, okay? That just ain't gonna happen, okay? I got way too much going on when the cameras go off that you don't see. But I just don't want you, people viewing, family, to be in a very ugly place in your life. That's what your focus should be on, to me, is what's happening in your everyday life when there is nothing to watch on social media. Getting you right, getting that spirit right, getting yourself in line so that you can live your best life. That's what I want. I want you to live your absolute best life at the end of the day. That's my rant for today, y'all. I just wanted to share that. Y'all like long videos. Here's one for you. Just chit chat, girl chat. We're just talking. Give you something to think about. I'm gonna end the video here, but today's plans are Ron's gonna finish that bookshelf, but I'm gonna let him sleep. Let him get his whole sleep on. I ain't gonna bother him. But yesterday, I'm gonna tell you yesterday, we did yard. When I say we, I'm talking we. Yard work. He cut the grass. He weed eated it. We went and bought mulch. Put mulch down. I did the trimmings on the yard. Yard looked spectacular because he wanted to make sure that, you know, when the kids came, everything was straight. I cleaned up the entire house, up and down, because I knew the girls and the kids were going to be up. Ron made his man cave a play spot for him and Scotty, which is my son-in-law. They're music heads. So they were in there, had a whole band going upstairs. I mean, we were all over the place. Kids, it was just a beautiful thing. That's what matters to me. Not when I turn this camera on. I mean, I love y'all too, don't get me wrong. But outside of YouTube, family is my life. My grandchildren, my daughters, they're my life. That being said, anyway, we did yard work. We had to go to the grocery store, get stuff for the for the event. And it was beautiful. Family, listen, I gotta go because this video long as hell. Hope you watch it. Hope you take something from it. Just know I love you. Even though it's just me and many of you, I still see you. I still want the absolute best for your life, your family, outside of YouTube. This is entertainment. It could be teachable, just entertainment, whatever the case is, right? But when you turn off this device and you're done looking at me rant or talk, whatever, I want you to go wherever you are. If you have family, kids, animals, whatever, I want you to go and connect with them and love on them. Life is so short. Pillows, decor, great, yeah, whatever, okay? The thing that means the most is you loving on the people that love you back and letting them know that while they're on this side of the earth, over here, right? Where you can touch them, call them, tell them how much you love them, create memories. That's what's important, you guys. YouTube is fun, it's exciting, it's entertaining, hey, it's whatever. But when you leave the video, or you leave your comments, whatever the case is, go do something that's fulfilling and uplifting for you. I say that with all love. I love you guys. The next video will be a house to home. Hopefully the next video will be this damn bookshelf is done. Okay? It better be done. I love you guys. Hope you have a wonderful weekend, day, whenever you're watching this video. Thank you for listening to me. Hope you took something from it. If you didn't, put it in the trash. Share it with somebody that you know. And I'm going to catch you in